Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where today we are here in Lothlorien, which is a pretty high-level zone, but it looks like that this particular area is safe for the moment, so that we could continue along with our little story with Illidan and Elro here, who are escorting here. So we'll be allowed inside, and we're not going to be thrown to the wolves or the wargs or anything like that. We're right at the doorstep of Karaz Galathon, but how we stand idly by while wargs sow chaos in the Golden Wood? Pinelore, you have been a stalwart companion. Not once have you faltered in the aiding us, and for that we are grateful. Though you have honored your promise to us and to our father, we have one last thing to ask of you. Come with us to the north. Whatever the wargs have planned, we will put an end to it together. Alright, I guess we can do that. Let's accept. Quickly, we must strike out for Talon Revile. And we have shared corruption. Monsters in this mission will apply a corruption buff to nearby allies. And I, of course, will completely forget. Where is my corruption removal skill? Oh, here it is. Way off in this corner. I'll never find it. Dispel corruption. Right. Now we're on the northern reaches of Lothlorien. And it looks like we have an injured sentinel here. These are strange tidings. The guard squints at you for a brief moment before sighing in defeat. I do not recognize your kind, but if the sons of Elrond trust you, then I shall put aside my misgivings. The warriors came down from the Vales. Our scouts have reported that one, gray and larger than the others, commands the movements of the rest. Several wargs ambushed us here before escaping to the southeast. 2 scouts followed the fleeing wargs and haven't reported back. I fear that they may have been overwhelmed. What do you do about that? Then we shall keep an eye for them. Yes. Not once have we come across servants of the enemy here, yet the moment we reach our destination... Don't worry, we'll find an answer and prepare to what's come. You're right, Elra here. Thank you. And then let's find out what's going on here. You heard that too, didn't you? I did. They come! And your turn? Oh, that's right. Sharing corruptions. I should remember that. That's what it said in the mission briefing. Corruptions. One of the scouts up ahead. Whoopsie daisy. And there you go. Okay, you can go away. Watch out! Oh, yeah, watch out for you too. Actually, let me see. Can I move? That's the problem. By the time you hit the right button to purge a corruption, instead. Ah. Oh, okay. I guess the eyeball signals that there's a corruption on it or something like that. Nice little clue. I'm sorry, I can't continue fighting, but please, find my partner. We were separated in the skirmish. She pursued the warg south. Oh, we'll find her, I promise. Take care. Here we go. Up, up, oopsie daisy. Up and around. And okay, there you go. Okay, let's take care of that. Even the wildlife is in danger. Well, seeing how last time we were trying to rescue a bear cub, I guess that's likely to be the case. Up, up, up. There's the other scout. And boom. Boom. Oh, a big one. Oops. But not the last one. Not sure what the corruption is, because by the time I think about it, have you found my partner? Yes, she must have returned to Talon Reveil by now. Thank you. I'll join in your hunt, but in this my state, I'm not able to. Be careful, the Grey Warg stalks Karen Brethiel. Then we shall cleanse their foul presence from this place. Alright. Oh, from that place, yes. Because we are at this place. Well, I guess if you mean Lothorian in general, you could say this place. Hold on. That must be the leader, a formidable beast. No more shall the wars harm Lothlorien. We'll follow your lead, Pydelor. Right, of course, as usual. Let's see what we got here. We've got, an elite warg plus 2 partners. What's this? Our next meals offers themselves so willingly? Your scheming ends here, abhorrent creature. The Golden Ward should never fail to Sauron. Sauron! We answer to none other than Rudlur, chieftain of the Wargs, and his pack that will send you to your doom. Well then. Well, you really want to die. There you go. And now, you. Let's get that. Once again, I didn't get off the purge corruption. Oh well. Still no practice in using that skill. The warg mentioned a name. Runulur. I can't imagine the chieftain of the wargs will allow another to command the pack unless he did not come with them. Now that we know they do not fight for Sauron, they are not a sizable threat. The remaining wargs will either slink back to the Vales or fall to the Galathrib. Lorien is safe. Perhaps Shatru Manzu will not be such a dark place one day, but for now, we must turn our gazes elsewhere. We'll let the scouts of Talon Reveil know that the wargs are no more, and return to Carolus Galadrin. Okie dokie. And our adventure finishes up here in a garden. A rather large garden. Over there, Pydelor. Pydelor, there you are. Our grandmother's garden is a sight to behold, is it not? I can forgive you for wanting to linger and take it all in, though I must caution you against wandering too far. We have given our word that you're trustworthy. However, the Galadrim do not look favorably upon strangers, and I'm sure you realized. We must part ways to meet with our grandmother soon. But for now, shall we walk together? All right. Alas, we are nearing the journey's end. Our travels were fraught with danger, but a small part of it is sad. Chin up, Illidan. I'm sure Pydelor would do the honor of adventuring with us in the future. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. Indeed. Ah, grandfather! What's grandfather kicking around? Ah, Illidan, Elra here. She's waiting for you. Welcome to Carolus Galadrin. May we speak? Are you kicking pebbles across? What do you need? Ah, you have my gratitude for keeping my grandson safe. I was told that the three of you passed through the Red Horn Gate to enter Lorien. The crossing must have been difficult for them. Their mother has long since sailed west, but our grief remains. The detail of what transpired during your travels elude me. What news from Milandris? Did you discover anything? I'm sure my grandsons told you of our family's connection with that cursed place. This Runular may not be a threat at the moment, but I believe his tale is not finished. Should he decide to endanger Lorien again, he will not find mercy. It'll be a long time before we get that far in the story. Please, wait here. I believe my wife would like to speak with you once her business with my grandsons is done. All right. Pinelore, I would have a word with you. Yes? While my grandsons' reasons for being here are grave, I'm glad to see them again. May our next meeting be under happier circumstances. They came to me with heavy hearts after what happened in Calathras. Don't fret. Your presence steadied them. Such wounds may never heal completely, but they can be soothed. My mirror shows them visions of the past, moments that they hold dear. Sometimes it's a kindness to remember. As Lady Galadriel speaks, she studies you with her keen eyes, and almost seems to pierce through you. The coming days will be dire ones for Middle-earth. I foresee that you have had your own part to play in the shaping of this fate. Indeed, you have already taken your first steps. Our paths shall cross again. But don't let such thoughts occupy your mind for now. Find peace under the Mailerin. Once you have rested and regained your strength, we shall send you on your way. Send us on our way. With, of course, a pocket full of tokens. Right? Rest now, Pinelore, and soon farewell. Hello, Elrond. I'm back.
A strange fate brings you hither.
I've been told your journey to Lorien was rather eventful, Pinelore. Still, you persisted and completed your task admirably. Though travel and adventure have separated my sons from me before, every time they venture forth, my heart grows uneasy. For what parent can stand not knowing where their children are? But this time I was comforted knowing you were by their side. Thank you. They have found a true friend in you. You're welcome. Is there anything you need me to do now? Yes.
Dark days are coming.
When I spoke with my sons, they reported that one of the horses of the 9 is unaccounted for. Yes, my sons set forth with scouts bound to them in friendship to seek this missing rider. I ask that you speak with Elladan and Elro here at the camp in Thorinhad amongst the Bruinen Gorges. That's where you met them before? Good. To go there and lend your aid in their search. We must learn where this Nazgul has gone, and most importantly, his designs. Very well. I shall head out and speak with Elladan. Hello again. Your father sent me to search for the missing Black Rider.
Megavanen.
He sent you? It's good that you've come, for we have made an unsettling discovery. It seems likely the missing rider is still somewhere within the wilderness of the Trollshalls. Ooh, that's not good.
Stay a moment.
Yes, shortly after Bilbo Baggins and his company came to... Frodo Baggins and his company came to Rivendell, my father sent us to search for signs of the Nazgul, the 9 riders of the enemy. You came along for one of those journeys, remember. We found the bodies of the 8 horses downstream, but of the last we saw no sign. We searched further, but still found nothing. You've traveled far afield, as you know, and into lands to the south, and still found no signs of the fleeing rider. Well, there was that mysterious figure that we saw at one point. Oh, only on our return journey did we find something. Hoofprint in the South Trollshalls, far south of the road. There are many narrow valleys in that region. The Nazgul might lie there, sheltered from the prying eyes, waiting for times to strike. Journey far south of the road of the South Trollshalls there, and seek out the missing rider. The ruins within those narrow channels have been fell reputation. Minas Agor has been a place called of old, and the Nazgul may have sought it out for their own reason. Well, that's not good. That is not good. It's listed as a fellowship quest, but we get inspiration. So, we'll be able to survive. I believe this is where we leave the road and head on south. I think I'll ignore doing that deer quest again. I think I've done it already once. So let's not worry about doing it again. And just continue on our way down until we find a nice, inspiring wolf. Yes, an inspiring wolf. That's what we've got here. And soon it'll be an expiring wolf. Now, let's continue on down. And eventually, we shall hit the right location. Actually, in more wolves. You are interrupting what we're getting pretty close to the inspiration point. Oh, really? I'm pretty sure I'm not going to finish this quest. I forgot that these things have stuns. Filter. That's how you handle that. Yes, just filter it out. I don't need it again. It's just annoying. So, strength swells within your chest. Here is a place where you can draw upon inspiration. Oh. And, here it is. Inspiring. There we go. Now, let's continue along. Alright, now let's get ourselves up to the inspired level, because now we've got to face these trolls. Actually, this troll isn't too bad. I mean, it's only a signature. Yeah. That should be no... One signature troll should not be too much of a problem. I think originally, of course, they had elite trolls in the area, which I'm sure is part of the reason why they had the inspiration in there. Let's head on that way. We might as well help in our count of dealing with trolls. Okay, it's when they pound on the ground, apparently, that they stun. Some trolls like to stun you by throwing rocks at you. Others like to do it by pounding with their feet. Ooh. Well, this thing is pretty easy. A Corker Bloodsword? The Hillmen of Minas Agor. Alright, we might as well take care of 10 of those while we're in the area. Besides, they drop rep tokens for Rivendell. Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with them. But apparently no troll quest. Oh, a Corker. I want to make sure we deal with him. Okay, good. Now, we want to make sure that we don't miss the Black Rider, because we want to be able to see him. Well, actually, you really don't want to see a Black Rider. It's probably not a very pleasant experience. There you go. Ah, here we are. we were briefly out of the inspiration zone. There we go. And now let's see. It can't decide whether we're in the right zone for inspiration or not, apparently. Here we go. Next. Okay, well, let's not worry about that. We are here mainly for... So I don't want to get too close in this area because in addition to those things, we've got those level 75 Nazgul that go around in that area, and you touch anywhere near them and you go melt away. Inspiration is not going to help you against that. Here's the black horse. Well, at least we found the 9th horse. You collected the bridle from the steed. Alright, back to Eladon! I found the horse and also this bridle.
Megavanen.
Your tale begins to fill in this puzzle for me, Pinelore, and I think I now see what has happened. Caught between the remainder of Frodo's company and the raging of the Bruinen, the 9 were forced into the torrent, but one escaped in the chaos. Near death, his steed bore him to the hidden channels into some place where, nearly formless, he gathered his strength. His horse he abandoned, and he vanished into the wild. Without his cloak, he would be all but invisible to us, a malice on the wind. If he takes it on to himself again, it is only to give shape to his strength. It means he has survived the ordeal unharmed and will surely strike at us again. We will be running out of time. Alright, we are running out of time. So, what do we want? Oh, leggings, I presume. And... a bit of an improvement.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
We know more than we did, Pinelore, but we do not yet know what we must. For the safety of all those who live or journey in this region, the whereabouts of this missing Nazgul must be known. His steed was our greatest ally in the search, for while he could remove his cloak and remain nearly unseen, his horse was mortal creature, and his physical trail could be followed. With that creature now dead, either from exhaustion or at his master's hand, our ability to track the Nazgul has lessened, but not gone, perhaps. I would ask you to return to Imladris and consult with Lord Glorfindel, for he is accounted very wise and may have some stratagem that we have not yet tested. He keeps close counsel with my father and with me Thrandir, and often contemplates near the falling water by my father's house. He may be able to help us with the missing Nazguls. Alright, I will speak to him again then. And that's what we'll be doing in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.